Hello and welcome to another update video about ADA. Yeah, the ADA chart has shown a response to our support region. The support region was defined here between 68.4 and 72.2 cents. And as you know from previous updates, ideally, if you watch the previous updates, we see this move down currently as corrective pullback in an overall uptrend still, even though the quality of the overall pattern that started in June last year isn't great, which might make adjustments of microstructures necessary. But so far, our presented support region is holding. And it is here the area between 68.4 and 72.2 cents that we communicated in basically previous videos. Okay, so the idea is that either we're dealing here with a diagonal pattern in the white count, which could unfold as a 5-wave pattern to the upside. 1, 2, there's a small 1, 2, and then an A, B. Next move up could be a C wave. But the communication was that I can really only confirm the onset of that C wave if we get a break above the A wave high. So that would be at 75.8 cents. So that level needs to break for us to look at higher prices. Next resistance would then be basically the 80-cent mark, which is the 4th of March high. And then we could approach that target area up there between 85 and 91.5 cents. In an alternative perspective, we see this move as a potential 1-2-1-2 setup, or all of this is a wave 1 and the move down is a wave 2, could even test the lower support region again then. But we can only really confirm that once we see a break below 68.4 cents. So it's quite simple. This chart is straightforward. We have an upper support area and a lower support area. Higher prices are still expected as long as the lower support area is holding. At the moment, we are holding the upper support area, which means the presented white wave count remains the leading one, even though I cannot confirm yet the beginning of wave C of 3. So I think it's clear which support level needs to hold to keep the white count alive, and also the breakout point is clear. We've already had a nice reaction now to the support region after the price dipped a little lower into support, but as you might know from previous updates, there's no need to change expectations or the scenario until the support region breaks. So if we get a sustained break, basically below the Monday low, below today's low, then we would have to reinterpret the chart. But then not really reinterpret, because we already have a fallback plan, right? Probably all of this would then count as a larger 1-2 setup, which wouldn't be bearish. It just allows for a deeper pullback. So please consider that in your own trading if you want to trade this. It's not a high quality move anyway. But if you are considering, this as a setup, then, I mean, one way of doing it is to simply set a stop below the last low. Okay, or maybe you already looked for entries in the support zone. That's what pullback traders would do. And then you're already in profit, but we haven't really seen a breakout. So at the moment, it doesn't really make sense to adjust stop losses. That might make sense once we get a break above that A wave high. Also consider that descending trend line, which is quite clear. We have 4 touch points. So a break above the trend line could add additional upside momentum. And then, yeah, we'll see if we can then reach 84.8 cents. But so far there is no confirmed breakout. But upside momentum is definitely there. Bitcoin also made a new all-time high. Well, ADA not yet, far away from all-time high targets. We'll see if the turtle, starts moving a little bit. But the overall target that I mentioned already a couple of months ago, between 85 and 96 cents, is within reach. So all it basically needs is that C wave to the upside, and then we have fulfilled basically the forecast from like 2 to 3 months ago, in which we forecasted that the price in this 5th wave of this larger diagonal pattern that started in June last year, we would like it to get to that. So here, from this low point, we would like it to get to around about 85 to 96 cents. It was a comment in the last video about that this couldn't really be a diagonal because it's not overlapping. Well, crypto diagonals are typically not overlapping. They sometimes are, but because of the length of the 3rd wave in crypto, they usually are not overlapping. There are plenty of non-overlapping diagonals these days in the markets. So especially in the crypto market, but also you find them in the stock market these days, where a wave 1 and a wave 4 don't overlap. They don't have to. Plenty of non-overlapping diagonals, and also because they are corrective in, the subwave structures are corrective, especially here wave 1, it allows for that interpretation. Okay. Other option would be to call this a truncation, a truncated low, but that's really only valid in exceptional circumstances. And from a practical point of view, it doesn't really make a difference, because in both scenarios, we would still be looking for higher prices. That's my update about ADA. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.